The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Niners now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On the set.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners 47-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Harris running straight ahead. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Pickett back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Lance now to throw. That's complete left side to Gray. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind. Me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play. And that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Trail green. On the ball. On the ball.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off play action, Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Steelers 26, 49ers nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Flag blue.
Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Eagle blue. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And so look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And Lance will try again on second down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Lance going to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words. Coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Lance now on first down. And this pass caught by Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
97.
Now a play fake. Lance. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Lance.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads...
I remember when you lame player hated a player, now the same lame player they call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, we not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, get some money, get some money, get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo notes are plan now? Ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice. Get some money,